Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game of the Max and part 24 of our Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich, the German Empire. Today will be the last episode of our German Empire campaign. We pretty much have conquered the entire known world at this point. There's a few states that elude us, or a few countries that elude us, but that's not too bad. The only reason that I'm actually going to continue on with this is I wanted to show you guys like the legacy of the Second Weltkrieg and some of these other focuses that just have opened up now that we're not at war with everybody. We'll do, not that it matters, we'll do you. Production efficiency. We're not even building heavy tanks, so it doesn't much matter. I think the only thing, yeah, the aerial minesweeping, that's the last thing we'll have to research. So it did take us till 1949. Not the best player at this game, so it probably would have taken somebody less time than what it did me, but you guys did amend the Constitution, figurehead, true Crimean democracy. Back to the land. Japan, you're demobilizing your economy. Blossom of a freer Japan. We do have some nuclear bombs. The occupation requires more resources. I would have liked to seen us be able to do the restore the civilian administrations, but you have to have what is it? Zero resistance in all states of our military occupied governments, and it's just not going to happen. There's nothing that I can do to lower. So I wish that was something we could do. Like, I know we keep assisting them, like the governments and stuff, but like, I mean, this resistance is 39, it's 51. Like, I wish we could have some actual help putting down some of the resistance, or like I could use my spies or something. Anything really, or if it was like a focus you had to spend political power on that you could help with the resistance in those states. I think that would have been a lot better in my opinion, but I mean, we can start demobilizing the military. Irish flirting with German businesses. We receive news today that the Irish are doing their best to run a newly modernized Dublin as a prospective center of trade and finance. Several of our leading industrial companies have been contacted, and it has been suggested that we encourage them to set up shop in the Irish capital. We will naturally reap some of the profits of this arrangement. This could be quite the profitable in the long run. Of course, it would be more beneficial for the Irish. Yeah, we can both make money. It can't hurt, can it? Yeah, alright. But let us disband 10% of our standing divisions retaining their equipment. We'll probably wait till we get done with this. Let's see the Second Weltkrieg. Early utility helicopters, huh? That's 50 points to the leadership score. Unlock the ability to take photos to officiate secession of sovereignty in the Munich conference. Let's see. Occupied territories. We can return Somaliland. We won't. So I'm going to turn those. Because, I mean, I have a ridiculous amount of spies. And if they would let me use them to assist, like the French knockout resistance or anything like that, I think that'd be, in my opinion, it'd be a little bit better, but move these fleets home. Yeah.
Are you awake?
Yeah, I'm recording. Alright, so we'll bring those fleets home. We'll have to ease up. Yeah, we can ease up on that. And then we'll wait on well, we can just drop our economy down from partial mobilization to early mobilization, which isn't great, but we're doing the post-war growth now. I would like to ask if you wanted to join Middle Europa, but you won't. There's Iran. And let's see, we've got a lot of political power now. Artillery attack. Organization will move it. We'll just do him. Yeah, we'll get this post-war growth. And I think, what else was we going to do? Middle Europa, the part of the Middle Europa Pact. We got to pass the regulation system. Or the budget contribution quota. I don't care if everybody supports that. We'll do what we want to do. And then we can spend some political power. Now we're at 737. We almost have more control of Middle Europa by ourselves than anybody else. Some legal reform, huh? Political power game. That's new. I was thinking about going in here and show outdated equipment. There's the old growth, or the post-war growth. Let's do that pan-European optimism. But let's go into production. Outdated equipment 2. might be like, why are you building outdated equipment? Well, we can take the other incredibly old equipment and start to all that equipment 1 that we have. We can also be building a little bit of equipment 1. This is just because I don't have much to do. We'll establish the budget contribution quota. And once we're done with all of that basic equipment, we'll get rid of that run. Alright. Let's see. Financial injection, I guess. We'll do both those. We want regime change in the Baltics because it's not too important. Get the pan-European optimism done. Wilhelmshaven. Let's see, heavy shells. Ooh, high velocity gun. Oh well. Construction. Yeah, you guys are building infrastructure everywhere. Get those territories. I think all of Europe is pretty much done. Do more parts of Russia. They're building boats. Like I said, I doubt we'll even get to the point where these are being built, but at least we'll have them. Do Iran. Well, technically, it's Iranian territory now, but that was over there at Afghanistan. Yeah. How many boats do you got, Russia? 13 million manpower, 250 divisions. What? That's crazy. Oh, submarines. A lot of submarines. Man, Russia's chunky boy. United States is back under power of Douglas MacArthur. Alright. You have 100 destroyers. Around 79. Guess you can't do that now. We'll keep going. Protest against the occupation. Egypt canceled their non-aggression pact. Actually, there's the pan-European optimism. Let's come up here. Oops. Let's do the quota by budget contribution. You guys all want arms experts. That's fine. Go to production. We're about done getting rid of all these old basic equipment. Once we're done with all that basic equipment, we'll probably move more factories to the infantry equipment too. Yeah, they've got a lot. They have 72,000 SA rifles from Socialist America. A lot of infantry equipment. One to go through. A bunch of the Remingtons. A bunch of Mausers. Joint exercise with Poland. Let's do prepare a combined arms exercise with armored units. Lessons of the exercises. That's already come up before. Towards a single market. For transport planes. I can't do this one. 14 days to vote again. Oh, yeah. Austria, you were a good ally. Look how many focuses we have. Beautiful. Equipment breakthrough. Yeah, what about the Italians? You're under Emilio De Bono. And you can't do anything because you're not fully independent. I got you. So there's towards the single market done. We'll do the Euro Pomark project that ties the economies of Middle Europe more closely. We must establish a common currency, the Euro Pomark. Kind of like the euro of modern day. Everybody's on the border with the Russia's got claims in Constantinople. We're not doing anything anyway. This is the second time Yemen has popped. Ethiopia's done. Wish you guys would have had an actual focus tree. Oh, it looks like China doesn't hate us now. Let's do that. Central bank. We'll waste some more of our political power. Getting me some agenda score. We can't do this until I think everything, right? So we'll get the Union of Nations. Or it's over after years of reform in Europe has become centralized and consolidated under benevolent leadership. It's time to put an end to the facilitating and admitting Europe and by extension thus veto power of member governments, officially transforming them into our subjects. More democratic, more prosperous, as well as supply exercise the world's called Summit for World Nations establish an international form of peace and unity, the Union of Nations. We can demobilize some of the military. Let's go. Move you all. When you get over there, start training.
Angetreten. Achtung!
Get over here.
Achtung!
Have you all trained?
Angetreten.
Have you all trained? But he gets a little bit better armor. I'm guessing you guys probably couldn't do anything anyway, because... Oh. Wonder, did, no, not you, Sweden. Did you get anything new? There's Lithuania. Poland under Alexander II. He's really liked. Romania under Mihai I. Oh, you have to own Transylvania. I don't plan on going to war with Austria anytime soon. Let's see. Combine harvesters and pesticides. Nice and oops. Build out these. Sudetenland. make our allies in Bulgaria stronger. Major unrest in the occupied Syndicalist territories. I don't think I have any missile sites here in Germany proper. Yorktown and Enterprise. Well, the Enterprise has 8 assists. The Ranger did pretty well.
Angetreten.
Sorry, Ottomans, with the young Sultan. The Russians require Constantinople. Common travel would be nice. Production cost. Combine harvesters. Pesticides. See an adaptation of computing technologies. Wonder how many planes you all have. Couple thousand. Did I not move? There they are. Strategic bombers. Don't really have the range I was expecting them to have. 2,344. I'll get rid of these guys. Joint military exercise with the state of Japan. Since the establishment of a friendly government in Japan, our high command has been keen to take the opportunity to study the tactics of the formal Japanese Imperial Army and Navy, particularly in the field of naval invasion and amphibious warfare. The best proposal for this was a joint exercise, which, moreover, would also benefit the currently rebuilding state of Japan Defense Forces. So after the months of planning, a joint operation had been held the previous week. During the 3-day exercise, a Corps-sized unit was trained to land and capture key strategic points near the shore and defend the newly created beachhead. Our soldiers took part on the offensive and sided with the Japanese advisors with war experience assigned to every division. A few years ago, even the most optimistic voices could not have imagined that our two armies would meet in an exercise where they would only be shooting at each other in imagination, or that more or less successful conversations with the suddenly prepared dictionary booklets would take place in such a surprisingly friendly atmosphere. We get exercise in the Pacific, which gives invasion preparation time negative 20%, invasion penalty negative 10%, and naval invasion capacity plus 15, plus Army and Navy experience. Make sure that that did knock. No, these are still being built. Okay.
Angetreten.
You two Panzer divisions can get moved over to our regular ones. Who's this one? Oh, multi-purpose. And let's see. Stop building that. Stop building that. Let's see. You guys don't have too much more to go. But we've got a bunch to convert. Let's see how much they convert in a day. Let's create the bank. $1,000 a day. Almost a 250,000 rifles. Scary thought. Nuclear reactor, go to production. On my boat yards down here. Von Hutton. Do solidify control, radio propaganda, do a little bit more war support.
Bereit.
Edit you all. rocket artillery. Throw in some rocket artillery for you all. Probably put us negative on rocket artillery. I just remembered I wasn't building very much of it. Nope, we have enough. Sorry, Ottomans. Oh, yeah. I just want Bulgaria. Or Russia. And Greece. Where's Bulgaria at? Thought I just seen it. I think everybody went kind of all at once. Go. These rocket sites can start bombing. Oh, then Armenia joined the Reichspakt. Congratulations. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sure, Mountain Republic. I didn't even think you all had any units, do you? One division. Some convoys. Our allies have a pretty large fleet sitting around. It's like a swarm of gnats. Middle Europa. Create the Euromark.
Achtung!
Food relief sent to the occupation.
Alright. Ausrücken! Bereit!
Yeah, they're gonna capitulate pretty soon.
Angetreten!
There they go. Ukraine. technically, yeah. Oh, and then Navy. Took a bunch of equipment again.
Alright.
Return Russian lands. And are the islands Nut Creek? And then we'll return the Greek lands. They can have the islands, and they can have roads as well. And then the fate of Anatolia. Restore the old Ottoman Empire, the new Turkish Republic. We'll just come out with the old Ottomans. Old Anatolia there. I'd say where Constantinople is the heart of Orthodoxy Christianity. That's probably why they got that. Production. Let's see, fate of Cyprus. We'll just have Cyprus as being its own territory. Smyrna. Then Lazarstein. I'd give it to the Georgians, but it just doesn't do them any good, really. Vitamelia Europa. Was a pretty successful fight there. You guys are apart, no. Let's see. We're doing the aid the shift to civilian production. What's your fleet looking like now, Russia? Just a lot of submarines. Well, you guys have a battleship now. The Gungut class. Spain, you have 2 battleships. Portugal, you don't. France, you have some. England has a lot of destroyers. The United States has all destroyers. Mexico doesn't have. You have some submarines. You all actually still have focuses to do. Korea now has their own units. Have to establish the self-defense forces. Let's see. Production. Do that. All that old Ottoman equipment. And a bunch of equipment too. I wonder what the international market's looking like. Yeah, ridiculous. We don't need nearly as much as we were needing on this stuff. You can be done building those. Your resistance is about 0, but I think it has to be in both territories. All states owned by military occupation governments have 0, yeah. Take this one. Ground attack. So what I'm going to do is, because this is going to take a very, very long time, I'm going to just kind of skip until where we're at a point where I can kind of finish out the leading the flock. We'll probably do maybe the concessions of sovereignty, or even the I think that's the only one I can do, so we probably will do that. So, but I will see you all here when we get to it. Alright, so we're back. I would just play it on for about, I don't know, it was roughly like 45 minutes or something, like 30, 45 minutes of being on 5-speed. We're in 1950 right now, so the game does run a little bit slower. It kind of had to chug along. But we have finally got to the point where we can do officiate concessions of sovereignty. That's going to take 21 days, so I figured we'll start up. I did do directive of enforcement, and then I just did some random different focuses throughout the tree while I was sitting here. I won't be able to release any of these guys as independent countries. I kind of wanted to show you guys that, but the resistance would not go down in France low enough, and I don't know how long it would take. So I kind of wish this system was a little bit different, but I can't really be too complaining because I've had a lot of fun with the German Empire. There is just so much. I know if we would have worked with the Entente, it would have been a little bit different, but they backstabbed me, and that was that. Now they're all under my boot. Oh, I can't say that. They're all happy to be a part of the family. So we're gonna hurry up, wait for this one to get done, and then we will do whatever comes up with that. And then this will be the last episode of the series. We're finishing up our Scandinavia playthrough. Someone did tell me that if you form Scandinavia, you are 100% not independent, but neutral, so there's not a lot of fighting. So our Scandinavia campaign might not be very long. and then we will move on to playing as the Empire of Japan with the Showa Restoration. And yeah, I could go to war with the Cairo Pact and all that stuff, but I mean it's not too much of a of anything really. Take all of France's aluminium. Well, we can go to war with Tripoli if we wanted to. Yeah. Officiate or officialize the concessions of sovereignty. The United States of Greater Austria becomes integrated Middle Europe, a member of German Empire. It's a lot of lag. Shoot. Trying to back up, the camera was just like freaking out. So that ends at that, and then I guess you guys aren't considered a puppet, but you're considered... Oh, no, you are. You are considered a puppet. Austria would probably be pretty fun to play through as well. And Italy, for that matter. Quite a few places I think would be quite a bit of fun. So, well, with that, the only few focuses that were left over were like some down here. We could have like stole the intellectual property. There really wasn't much reason to. Could have absolutely crippled the Russian Federation. I would have liked to say, like I said, I would have liked to seen that done, but maybe if I would have ended the war earlier, we would have seen it, but I'm not sure if we would have or not. But with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed our German Empire campaign. I'm going to say this was a massive success, and I look forward to continuing playing different Hearts of Iron 4 games and different games on the channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.